I chose to come to Columbia for reasons that might have been different from a lot of the students at the time. I'd been in more of a creative industry, the advertising industry in New York, and felt like that some of the experiences that I'd had with best-in-class clients from M&M Mars to Hershey, more in the confection business at two different agencies, really piqued my curiosity to the client side, the broader aspects of business, not just the marketing and advertising side. And I felt like I needed to have more of that traditional background to be able to make that leap to the client side, and that's where Columbia fit the bill. I learned the language of business. I learned a tremendous amount about the finance side, accounting. I'd never even had an accounting class, so you can imagine starting Columbia where there's already a lot of CPAs in the actual business school. So I was doing a lot of racing to catch up on some of those more harder, core, linear types of sides of the business, but it's been invaluable for me, and I don't believe that I would be able to do what I have been able to do without achieving that goal. Well, the new facility in Manhattanville is absolutely gorgeous. It's impressive. It is what Columbia Business School deserves, given the credibility and of the school itself. I'm so energized by the possibilities of where this could go. It's great to see that Columbia is keeping up with the demands of the time and with what students today need. I think that so much of what we learned, of course, was appropriate for the time, maybe even more in specific learning sectors and functional areas, and we were checking a lot of boxes, which was traditional for an MBA that many years ago. But now students really need to be exposed to more of an entrepreneurial penchant, fresh ways to think, innovative constructs, breaking down old traditions about what could work, might not work. It's this generation of graduates that's going to help lead us to so much change and evolution that we really, really need in the world right now, whether that's the way we engage with our broader community in the workplace, all the way to how we engage with our environment. And I think that type of innovation and entrepreneurial thinking and the willingness to challenge and question and have those open forum discussions with some of the best minds in great training is where we're going to have to go. So the book is called Stories in Heart, Unlock the Power of Personal Stories to Create a Life You Love. And I can't say that I had always thought that I would write a book, but I was approached by Forbes to do so, and they wanted me to focus on a business book, and I didn't want to write a business book. Well, then write a personal book, and I don't want to write a personal book. I'm not ready to write my autobiography. Not old enough yet. But so I thought that some combination of those things might be interesting though, of different events that had happened in my life and how those events molded and changed and influenced my life, and then combine that with a lot of data and research that supports some of the things that I was thinking in that moment. A lot of people ask me about career advice or advice that I can provide Columbia Business School students, and even though this is age-old advice, I'm going to stand behind it in that you really do have to pick something that you love. You have to, I think, really think about a way to weave your career and your life together instead of this I would call it old school work-life balance, and that somehow there's this big bifurcation between those two constructs. If you truly love what you're doing, it doesn't feel so much like work. It will take the same amount of time and energy and effort for you to be successful in whatever you choose to endeavor. But there's something about loving what you're doing where you believe that there is a bigger outcome, a goal bigger than yourself, that is energizing at the end of the day. You will wake up every day ready to put your feet on the ground, ready to get moving. And that is so much more empowering than something that you believe is just a job.